Hi folks, Max from HTC One root.com for this week's ROM of the week for the HTC One M7 and M8 for both phones. Check out ViperOne ROM. This is one of my favorite ROMs of all time for Sense ROMs. This is a Sense 6.0 base ROM, Android 4.4.2. It is available for all of the HTC Ones, including AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, Verizon, International unlocked, both for HTC One, the original HTC One M7, and also the new HTC One M8. Since they're nearly identical in sense of features and stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and use my M8 here to show you the ROM. So let me go ahead and show you here. You'll be able to experience the latest Android 4.4.2 regardless of which carrier version you have. And there you go, 4.4.2 Sense 6.0. And it's interesting that the international, actually the unlocked version which I have here, they just came out with Sense 6.0 today, this morning. But you can get it already with this ROM. You don't have to wait. So let me go ahead and show you. It is, first of all, I've been actually following the developer of ViperOne ROM for many years, since I think the days with HTC Evo. But they've gotten really great, really good at HTC Sense ROMs. It is just, as far as performance, pure performance, you're going to get much better performance out of your phone than something compared to stock, and also much better battery life. So what's cool about this ROM? It's basically stock-like. I mean, you'll get all the same apps from stock, but you'll be able to fully customize. You probably noticed some of the customization on my phone, such as my network traffic monitor, number of notifications showing there. That's all in Venom tweaks. This is the coolest app ever. Let me go ahead and actually start this from the start. Make sure you donate to the developer of this ROM if you end up using this ROM as daily driver. These developers work really hard, many hours put into these custom ROMs, probably like a full-time job almost. So let me go ahead over some of the stuff I like with the status bar here. Let's go ahead and look at some of these stuff. There's a bunch of stuff. I really like this one, quick pull down. Basically, without this, if you pull down, you'll have to actually get your notifications, and then you'll have to go to your quick toggles. There we go. But with this enabled, if you go to the right, you'll get your quick toggles, and then to the left you'll get notifications, which makes complete sense, and that's like the standard for custom AOSP ROMs to have this option. Great that the ViperOne ROM has it. Let's go look at some of the other stuff here. Status bar icon theme. So you can get a bunch of theme icons there. Battery options. You do have option of 2 different batteries right now. I think you can get more by changing the icon packs. And also you can also hide the icon, and if you want to save your space in your status bar for something else, you can go ahead and enable the MyUI battery bar, which is like a bar that shows how much battery you have. I really like that. And let's go ahead and look at some other options here. Also network traffic monitor. This is kind of one of my favorites. It shows how many kilobytes are being downloaded or uploaded at any time. That's great. Some apps these days, sometimes they're like rogue apps, and they'll mine Dogecoins for you in the, or maybe they're mining Bitcoins or whatever, and this will tell you like if there's any apps using any traffic, and you can see that I'm not using any apps. I'm getting 0 kilobytes per second, which should be the norm. But there are apps that use a lot of rogue network traffic, so this will help you identify those. Kind of fun to have, if you're a custom ROMer. Definitely one of those things you should have. Notification count. You'll be able to get a number of notifications for your Gmail, Facebook, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other stuff. I'm just gonna, custom carrier label. You'll notice I got high on Android down there. You can go ahead and change that to whatever you want. Double tap to sleep there. You can go ahead and put it into sleep by tapping your status bar there. And quick actions, shake phone, some extra options there you can definitely go ahead and play with. And let me go ahead and show you some of the stuff you can do with the launcher. I mean, I'm not going to be able to show you everything on this ROM, but you're gonna have a ton of fun just playing with this. You can choose different icon packs you can download from the Play Store, change the icon size. My favorites, home screen layout, you can choose from 4x5, 4x5, 5x6. You know, that's really nice, just being able to use Sense. You know, I'm usually a Nova guy. I just install Nova. I change the DPI. That way I can fit more apps, you know, change it the way I want to. But this ROM makes it possible without having to change your launcher. And also wallpaper scrolling, infinite scroll, enable landscape. So now your wallpaper will be scrolling and you'll be scrolling infinitely. And your launcher should go in landscape, but I'm not sure why it's not working. Okay, let's go ahead and actually, you know what? Maybe I have to be on the home screen. Nope. Okay, I think I'm doing something wrong. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep going here. I know a lot of the smart people out there are probably gonna yell at me now. Here's more stuff you can do. Ooh, a lot of stuff. Colors. Let's go into colors now. You can change pretty much every color on this ROM, which is amazing. You know, it is amazing that you can change pretty much every freaking color on your status bar, for your Sense UI notification panel, all that good stuff. So if you're like if you like certain colors, definitely you can fully customize, tweak your Sense UI to just make it the way you want to. AOSP lock screen, you can go ahead and enable AOSP lock screen. I think that's what I have right now. There we go. Okay, that's sort of a AOSP lock screen. So that's nice. And keyboard button gestures. This is my favorite keyboard buttons and gestures. 3-finger gestures. You can go ahead and set up, down, left, or right. So basically take 3 fingers up, left, down, or right. So I have one set here. This is going to open my camera. 3-finger gesture. Boom. And I got my camera. So that's awesome. Really like it. And using the 3 fingers takes, you know, some of the accidental gestures out of it because you have to use 3. So that is nice. There's also Pi controls on board, which you can fully customize. I do have a full tutorial guide on using Pi controls. You can go ahead and go to Pi 1 here, change it to your custom application if you want, all that good stuff. And that's just tip of the iceberg. And let me go ahead and show you miscellaneous, fake IMEI, screen record audio, video bitrate, you can even change that. Expose installer here for those of you who want to install the modules, advanced stuff here. CPU, you'll be able to fully, it has a performance settings here, so you can go ahead and overclock, underclock. You'll need a custom kernel to overclock, but the settings are all in here. And oh, you know what? Sometimes some of these settings you do need a quick boot. That's why the landscape didn't work. So I'm an idiot, but if you reboot, you should get the landscape working just fine. But overall, I just point out some of my favorites. Overall, it is an excellent ROM, great performance. You know, if you're looking for the best Sense 6.0 ROM with flawless customization that's implemented perfectly. A lot of these custom ROMs have bugs, but ViperOne ROM has been around for a very, very long time. I think since HTC Evo, they've been getting better and better. You know, and this is probably one of their best ROMs right now. So definitely one of the best Sense ROMs, I think. So definitely check it out for this week's ROM of the week if you're looking for a good Sense-based custom ROM that gives you 100% control over your phone. And yeah, do let me know what you think, and I will see you guys soon. And next ROM will have AOSP ROM, and I know some of you are into AOSP. So what I'm going to try to do every week is maybe get one Sense ROM, one AOSP ROM you can try, and that way, for those of you who love Sense, you can try Sense. For those of you who love AOSP, you can try AOSP. Anyway, it's getting kind of long. I will see you guys soon. As always, if you have an HTC One, don't forget to subscribe to my email list at htc1root.com, and I will see you guys soon. Stay high on Android.